you teamed up with Selena for this project, as well as directing and starring alongside Greg Sulkin and Jeff Garlin. How was it reuniting with the Wizards Waverly Place co-stars?
It was great because what made, I think, Wizards of Waverly Place a show that resonated with people was the fact that it was all about family. So we brought our family to this new movie and they did a great job. It was so fun getting to be on set with them. They really helped because it was an independent film and the enemy of all independent films is time. So with any of your actors, you need a trust, a rapport, and they have to be able to deliver quickly. So I was very grateful to Greg Sulkin and Jeff Garlin for doing the film because they gave us the performance they needed and quick. So we were able to get, it was a win-win-win. And it was just a hoot. The bloopers are great. We're going to release them soon. They were so funny. It was a great time.
That actually brought me to one of the other questions I was going to ask is like, you guys seem like you had so much fun. I feel like the behind the scenes is probably just epic. Like
it was a blast because, you know, when you're making an independent film, there's very much like just a war atmosphere, for lack of better words, not literally, figuratively, because you're always up against it. You are always up against time. So to get to do it with people that you love and enjoy was just like, we're all fine. Let's go. Let's get it. Come on. And laughing and pushing each other. It was just a crazy, fun experience.
This film marks your feature directorial debut, and you also wrote it. How did you come up with the idea for This Is the Year? Did you draw any inspiration from something that you experienced?
Absolutely. Both. It comes from a personal place and also just me being a fan of these kinds of movies. I grew up watching, 80s coming of age films and classic coming of age teen movies. They deal with very primal themes, which always hit me very hard and felt very relatable and meaningful to me. And so I wanted to do that because I knew it well and I loved those movies. So I knew my first movie was going to be that type of film.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ground it in a way that felt personal to me, that I could add my own kind of experience into the film. So I wanted to ground the film in the theme of expectation versus reality applied to love, because I feel like I was always told my life would be like the movies, or because I watched a lot of movies. And so I thought this is what life's going to be like. And also young people nowadays, I feel like can relate to that because of just social media and TV and movies. You think you expect your life to be a certain thing, but the reality is not always the case. And so I wanted to chew on that sort of crossroads that expectation and reality always come to. And also I learned from past love relationships and wanted to bring that into the movie as well and kind of approach it differently. So I hope people will talk about those things afterwards.
Definitely, especially the part when you're talking about, the expectation versus reality when it comes to, you see movies and you're like, I want to love like that. But then you realize that's like not real. Not a real thing. It's not attainable.
Yeah. It's not.
So I think that's awesome. And I especially love that you had your brother, the main character, Josh, kind of come to that realization. We got to see him be like, whoa, it's not like the movies.
Yeah.
Love isn't like the movies. And so I thought that was really awesome. You didn't just have that kind of going throughout. You also had the character have the realization of that.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad you picked up on that. My brother did a great job in the film. I'm really proud of him. He had just finished Fear the Walking Dead. And so he was ready to go. And and another person who, a director needs someone he can trust. And I couldn't trust anyone more than my brother. And he delivered and on time and saved us time and money. It was great. It was great.
Kind of going off that. So what is it like? What is so special about working with someone who is in your family?
It's phenomenal because we just trust each other. There's that trust there. There's no agendas. There's no, a lot of times you question people's motives. There was none of that here. Like we both knew each other's motives. We were both trying to do something together. And the trust was there, the hard work was there, the love was there. So it was incredible. Like my brother's my best friend. So we had each other's backs in a big way.
You recently spoke about you and Selena being down to do a Wizards reunion. What do you think Justin and the Russo fam would be up to now? Is Justin loving being the headmaster of WizTech still, or is he, trying something new? What would you think?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we've talked about it for sure. Everyone in the cast has talked about it. And I think what made the show special was, like I was saying earlier, that we were a family. And so I think for a season, you'd want to to give a season a good arc. I think you start them off on the opposite side of that. So start them off completely divided and completely not liking each other, and that'll give you a place to go in the season. They have to learn to be a family again. So I think that I think that is what made the show special. So in my mind, after the show, we were genuinely a family on the show, and when the show ended, we stayed a family, and so that's why we brought this family again to the movie, which is the movie This Is the Year. And I think why the film had a magic feel too is because we brought that same family to the film, and they did a great job in it. So I was really happy about that.